Kevin Costner's 7 kids. Everything to know about. The actor's sons and daughters. Kevin Costner has held several roles over the years, but none more important than dad. The Yellowstone actor welcomed 3 children, Annie, Lily, and Joe, with his ex-wife Cindy Silva, followed by son Liam, with former partner Bridget Rooney. In September 2004, Costner married his now ex-wife, designer Christine Baumgartner, with whom he welcomed sons Cayden and Hayes, as well as daughter Grace. Though it's rare to see Costner with all 7 of his children at once, they are supportive of their famous dad. 5 of Costner's kids, Hayes, Grace, Cayden, Joe, and Annie, joined him on the red carpet at the Los Angeles premiere of his movie Horizon, an American Saga in June 2024. During a conversation with People that month, the Oscar winner opened up about fatherhood and said his kids remain the anchor of his life. They know that I have this chosen work, but honestly, I'm really clear about where my responsibility absolutely lies at the end of the day, the actor said. Costner was also able to celebrate Thanksgiving with 6 of his children that year. He shared photos of his family at the beach on Instagram, writing, "At the top of my grateful for list are the many really special memories I've gotten to make with my kids this year." Here's everything to know about Kevin Costner's 7 children. Costner's oldest child, Annie Costner, was born on April 15, 1984, in Los Angeles. She began following in her famous father's footsteps at a young age, appearing alongside Costner in the Oscar-winning film Dances with Wolves. Her other acting credits include The Babysitter's Club, The Postman, and Lazy Teenage Superheroes. Eventually, Annie transitioned from acting to producing. She is a co-founder of Sound Off Films, which she formed in 2014. Through her company, Annie has produced various documentaries, including Katy Perry's Witness Tour documentary, The Pittsburgh Drug Trials, The Discarded, A Tale of Two Rios, and Bump and Spike, among others. In July 2016, Annie married Dr. Danny Cox, a physician, on her father's private estate in Carpinteria, California. Lily Costner, the second child of Costner and Silva, was born on August 4, 1986, in LA. Like her older sister, Lily appeared in 1995's The Babysitter's Club and The Postman, the latter of which starred Costner. In addition to acting, Lily is also a talented singer, similar to her dad, who also doubles as a musician and is the lead singer of his band, Kevin Costner and Modern West. She has contributed to the soundtracks of a few of Costner's projects, and she also joined his band for a duet of the song Heaven's Gate, which is featured on the album Tales from Yellowstone. In June 2014, Costner boasted about Lily's vocal talents to HuffPost, saying, "Lily is an amazing singer and songwriter. She can be a really huge star if that's what she wanted. I'm not sure she wants that." He continued, "She's really gifted. Lily's way is not to knock doors down. I think she wants a quality of life. She's seen the quality of life that we've had, and sometimes the idea of stardom, I think, is a mystery to her." Joe Costner, the youngest child of Costner and Silva, was born in LA on January 31, 1988. He starred in The Postman with his father and older sisters when he was a child, after appearing with Costner in 1990's IXS Tin Cup. Now, Joe works behind the scenes in the entertainment industry as an audio engineer and production sound mixer, according to his LinkedIn. Joe just graduated Boulder. He's really gifted in music. He's settling in on what his journey will be and his mission. I think the best indication of Joe is that he's a solid person and his friends are really solid, Costner told HuffPost in June 2014. "You really can judge how well he has done in life by the quality of his friends and how he has kept them. I've tried to encourage him. It's good to be your own person." Costner welcomed son Liam Costner during a brief relationship with Rooney, the niece of the Pittsburgh Steelers then-owner Dan Rooney. Born in November 1996, Liam generally stays out of the spotlight. A few years after Costner and Baumgartner tied the knot, they welcomed son Cayden Wyatt Costner in LA on May 6, 2007. Costner was 52 years old when Cayden was born, and he admitted to People that he had concerns about being a father over 50. "I hope I have as much energy for Cayden as I had for my first," he said at the time. "My fundamental fear is that my new baby, someone else, will raise him, meaning that my life will end prematurely. I won't get to coach him in what I think it is to be a man. I'd like to be the person that tells him about life," he added jokingly. "I can fake like I'm asleep longer so I don't have to do as many diapers." When Cayden was just 1 year old, the proud dad revealed to People that his son was already showing some interest in music. "He has a couple of little guitars, and he listens to the band and sits on my knee sometimes when I do rough tracks," he shared. "He likes a good beat." The actor also shared how he and Baumgartner were preparing Cayden to become a big brother, as the couple were expecting their second child at the time. "We tried to kind of prep him," Costner said. "We showed him the bassinet where the baby is going to be, and he started throwing junk in there." Hayes Logan Costner was born on February 12, 2009, in LA. At the time of his birth, Costner revealed that his moniker was inspired by a cowboy character in a Western film that he was working on, noting that Hayes is a great Western name. Hayes began participating in sports at a young age, as Costner explained during an April 2016 appearance on Today. "We're at all the Little League games. We're in that car constantly. We're trying to get the kids on the same team, so we won't have to go to 3 different practices," the actor shared. He continued, "So poor little Hayes, who's in the middle, is having to play with 8 and 9-year-olds, and he's like 7, and he can hack it. So there's gonna be this point where he's gonna go, why was I always forced into leagues?" When Hayes and his siblings are not participating in everyday kid activities, they're attending their dad's movie premieres. In August 2019, the whole family accompanied Costner to the premiere of his film The Art of Racing in the Rain in LA. Costner was the voice behind Enzo, a dog who wishes to be human to help his owners, Milo Ventimiglia and Amanda Seyfried. Hayes also had a small part in Costner's 4-part Western epic, Horizon. The dad of 7 admitted to People that he had ulterior motives when casting his son. "He's very good," Costner said, "but I kind of did it on purpose, so he could be hanging out with me." However, he did admit that he could be hard on Hayes on set, which Costner said he needed as an inexperienced actor. And in the end, Hayes started doing some things on his own that were just magical, and I'm really proud of his performance, he told People in June 2024. Costner and Baumgartner welcomed their third child, daughter Grace Avery Costner, on June 2, 2010, in California. At 5 years old, Grace began to understand her father's need to transform his appearance for his blockbuster hits. While preparing for his action flick Criminal, Costner shared during an April 2016 appearance on Today, "My children are kind of used to that. Chris has to explain. Daddy looks a little different sometimes at the PDA meetings." He added, "If I come home, and that haircut I actually had was pretty severe, and Gracie looks at me and then looks at Mom and says, 'Daddy's been fighting again, huh?'" Unlike her brothers, Grace is not into sports. In the same interview with Today, Costner discussed his girly girl and her interests. "She's sewing and she's dancing. But when she sees the ball bouncing out in the backyard, I can feel her gravitating out with the boys. But everything has to stop when she plays," he said.